Hi everyone, my name is Costa and in today's video I'm gonna use AI to create my own logo creator. So let's jump into Magicpath and let's get started. First I'm gonna start by typing a very simple prompt, and once we have the first prototype I'm gonna adjust it and add this right here. So let's type create a logo creator and press enter. Cool, the first prototype is ready. I'm gonna click on preview to open a new tab and let's try to use it. So I'm gonna click on add text first. Okay, that is very nice. We also have a nice animation when we click on add text. Now let's also try to add shapes. So when you click on shapes, basically it's gonna give you 4 different shapes. I'm gonna select a star. Okay, this looks also very cool. Let's increase the width and the height. Nice. The rotation doesn't work. And also let's try to change the color. So this looks very cool so far. I'm gonna click on delete now. And let's try to add another shape to see if the rotation works. It doesn't. So we are gonna fix this later. Okay, so let's try the layers. Right now we have only one layer, so let me add one more. And also, as you can see, you can move the layers on top of each other if you click on this arrow icon. So if I click, this is gonna move it now below the text. It is very useful as well. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go to this website and I'm gonna take this, copy it, and maybe let's remove the layers because the layers already exist. And let's see what else should we remove. Export, let's try to export and see it's PNG actually. Let me click on it, but it has a white background, so I'm gonna keep this PNG right here and let me copy everything, go to Magicpath and say add the following features, paste them, and PNG export. I'm gonna add background should be transparent. Okay, press enter now. So I forgot to record this, guys, but the second prototype is ready and I even gave a prompt for the third prototype. But let's try first the second prototype and show you what changed. So as you can see, we have a new tool right here, which is called Draw, and basically it is the pen tool. Now if I click on enable pen tool, you can see here it's selected, and now I can draw some things around. However, that is not actually a pen tool, it's more like a pencil tool, which I don't mind, I really like it. So as you can see, you can change the colors and you can draw like this, very cool stuff. Now the other tool that is available, it's the grid toggle. So as you can see, now we have a grid. And by the way, if I click on shapes, now I can import SVG files. So I exported this SVG right here and I'm gonna import it. And as you can see, we imported it like this inside our logo creator. So that is looking great. Now let's actually try to export this right here as an SVG to see if actually it has a transparent background. So I'm gonna drag this inside Figma, and as you can see, it's a working SVG with a transparent background, and we can change the colors and the shape of the SVG basically. So I'm gonna delete this, but we didn't export this one right here. To be honest, we don't really need it, so I'm gonna just delete it. This was just an extra feature that I wanted. Now the other features that are missing are actually the subtract and union. That is because I guess Magicpath didn't understand what I meant by that. But now the third prototype is ready as well, and let me show you what I want for the third prototype. So basically I said this looks great, but I want to be able to select multiple layers at the same time, the same way you can do it in Figma. because right now, as you can see, I can't select multiple layers. I can just select one layer. So let me bring this inside, and I can only click on the layer and I can select it. So there is no way to select multiple layers at the same time. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna refresh this browser, and now let's create some shapes. One more, and let's try to select it. And we still can't select it, but if I select the first shape, press and hold shift, then select the second shape, I can actually select them both. So that is enough for me, to be honest. Now let's put them on top of each other, and next let's ask Magicpath to add the subtract and the union feature. So I'm gonna copy this right here, go to Magicpath and say nice. Now add this feature which should act the same way like in Figma. So I'm gonna press enter, and let's wait for a few more seconds. And version 4 is also available. Let me refresh this browser once again, and let's add some text, a shape, and then let's try to select them both. It still works, but now let's add one more shape, change the color, to this yellow, select them both, and now we should be able to select the union or the subtract, but it's not available. So I don't know exactly where is this actually. Maybe if you go to layers, yeah, so if you go to layers, basically normally it should be right here somewhere, but it's totally fine for me. I'm not looking actually for the best UX in the world. I'm just looking for a logo creator that I can use. So let's click on union and see if it works. It works like magic. Now, unfortunately, I can't go back. Oh yeah, I can go back actually. If I click on these arrows right here, so I'm gonna select them both. And now let's click on subtract. And look at this, guys, that is very great. And I will actually like to have a real pen tool. So I'm gonna go back to Magicpath and say, I like the existing pen tool. However, I want one more pen tool that actually has anchor points and is the same like in Figma. So also don't delete the existing one. Just create one more pen tool. Cool, so now let me refresh this browser once again, and here you see this new icon. So I guess that is the new pen tool. So let's activate the grid, and then let's select this pen tool. And as you can see, now I can add anchor points. However, I can't actually make them curved, but I can add anchor points, so that is great. So let's actually delete this, and one more time. Okay, so close path, shift enter, finish enter. I don't know what's the difference between these two, so let's first press enter. Okay, nice. Let me delete this one, and let's create a new one and close path. Okay, so if I close the path, basically I create a fill shape. So it is great. There is some small bug right here, but to be honest, I don't care. So let's start creating our logo. I'm gonna create shape, maybe a square. And I realized there is some other feature missing, but again, I'm gonna leave it to you to add extra features if you want to. And next, I'm gonna select a triangle, change the color to black. Let's bring it closer, something like this. And let me select the second shape, go to layers and click on subtract. And so we have our logo right here. Or actually, let's go back. Let me change this color to, well, maybe this red right here. It's too much. Yeah, this one. So bring this closer, something like this, select both of them, and then click on subtract. Now I like more the colors. Looks a lot like the Adobe logo, I think, or the Marlboro logo, if I remember good. So okay, next let's add some text. Let's say logo creator, and let's make this font bigger, and also to increase the width right here. So now let me select both shapes, move them in the center, and they look actually not that bad. I mean, that is a logo that I can see companies using. So next I'm gonna export this as a PNG. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. Again, you can find this project in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.